Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Zigzag, and today we are on the 6th leg of the No Moving League, which I've been running weekly, and it's going to have 15 legs, so we are past the 3rd mark now. And here we have the results from leg 5. We have TBGM and Sussy Snorlax up in the top 2 positions, and then a number of other people trailing. I'm down here, probably not even in the top 10 at the moment, so looking to get into there, hoping for a top 10 at least today. So, I think without further ado, let's get into the matches. Before we get into it, you can suggest a map for next week's challenge, because there's the league and then the challenge. You can suggest next week's challenge map, and Eric Hertfelder suggested BR 2030, so we're going to be playing that next week, and you can suggest the one for leg 7. Okay, so let's get into the interesting, wait, no, sorry, that is the wrong tab. We are going to do the play along league section first. Alright, so let's get into it. Okay, so it's AI generated world, no move. Simple enough. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, so this one's fairly rural. We have an antenna here. This one is Gen 3 as well. I'm thinking it's probably going to be somewhere in Iberia. Having said that though, could it be something like Lithuania or Poland too? This is tough. Well, actually, with these birch trees, probably more likely to be Poland. Could even be Estonia or Finland. Now, what do I actually think here? Maybe it's very northern Poland or something like that. I wonder. You know, I was thinking the other day, I don't think I've ever had a round in Kaliningrad, although I know it has coverage, so that's pretty interesting. Let's see now. So we got the short antenna. All these kind of red tinged trees. That's what was initially making me think it might be Liberia, but the birch trees I don't think fit. So yeah, maybe over here is where I'm going to go, I think. So let's see if I'm right. Okay, it was actually on the island. I did think about the Estonian islands. I was going to mention that. There you go. So seems like a bunch of people actually managed to get inside there. So well done to you guys. Good guesses. Next one is looking like Peru with these roadside markings, and it feels fairly northern to me. We have the black car here. I don't really think there's any distinguishable pattern with the cars in Peru, but certainly fits with the fact that we are in Peru. And yeah, fairly standard poles. This couldn't be... Just looking at this pole, I think that's a Peruvian pole. Just slightly worried with the all-white road markings that this could actually be Argentina. Yeah. I mean, the mountains are to the north. Okay, now I'm quite concerned about that. Could we be up here? I don't think I've... These should be Peruvian road markings, but I don't think I've ever seen all white road lines there. These bollards? I don't think Argentina has any bollard. Can we see any number plate here? I can't read that one. Okay, we can't actually read any number plates. No, but it will be Peru because we've got a stripy sign. So I feel like this is fairly rare having all white road lines, but I think it's actually going to be up here. This is the general area I'm thinking of when I see around like this. Yeah, somewhere up here, I think. It's fairly green, so okay, that's where I think it is. We've got mountains on all sides, so yeah. We got some like eucalyptus trees as well. You end up seeing those all around the place. Interesting bollards too, with the yellow reflector. And wow, it's okay. It's in near Lima on the coast there. So again, a couple of good guesses here, but tough round. And Peru is so punishing on the points, just like Brazil is really. Okay, but decent. Yellow road markings this time, and with this car, we should be in Guatemala here. Also, we're speaking Spanish, so that's pretty much confirmed. Let's see. So we don't really see any mountains here. Yeah, I don't see any mountains at all, so we should be on some plateau area. Feels fairly green. I'm not really good at guessing in Guatemala, so I'm thinking of, I'm thinking it's either up here or it's down here. And to be honest, I'm probably feeling more down here. I think like that's a goodish hedge where, we're fairly central here and covering a lot of the flat ground because I think we're in a flatter area here. So that's what I'm going to go for. Don't really have too much else to say, I think. And yeah, not too far away. It's actually near the border there. So let's move on to the next. Okay, and it is Bhutan. Definitely looks like Bhutan based on this architecture. They like to use these white walls. So I'm not really thinking of anywhere else. Obviously, it's also like the Asian-shaped roofs as well. As for where, I think this might be more inland. They got rid of a lot of the coverage in Bhutan because it was done by like some local authorities on crappy coverage, so we don't get too much anymore. But I'm thinking it might be in here. I think there's some left around here. I'm not sure if that's actually the capital. I can't remember. It must be. But I think it might be around there. I'm just looking around. Yeah, again, the mountains and everything fit, so I'm going to go for it. And yeah, just 28 kilometers away, so pretty pleased with that, I would say. And on to the next. And yeah, so we got white car, we got red number plates, so we're again in Bhutan here. And you can see those exact same houses that I was just telling you about. Quite a beautiful country, really. And I wouldn't even be surprised if we were in a similar spot here. So I'm just going to go for the same. It's fairly similar looking, isn't it? So yeah, 9.5 kilometers away. There you go. So it's a 21.5k here. Just dropping the points on the Peru ended up being quite an easy seed. Now, you know, if I had have gone, I did have a thought about here, and I could have gotten better for the Peru if I thought about it more. It could have been a 24k easily. Yeah, Snorlax ends up with a 24.6k, which is incredibly high, to be honest. So let us check out the top 10 and see how they all went. Top 15, I mean. So I ended up, even with a 21k, my bad Peru guess meant I landed down in 26th here, and we had a lot of people playing along this week. So yeah, we had 75 people. Thank you all very much for playing, and let's see how everyone did. So everyone in the top 15 obviously got Guatemala, but no one quite getting on the right side of the country fully, because it was on the Mexican. Well, no, yeah, the Mexican border there. So interesting. For the Peru, I went too far north, but I felt it was quite similar to what I see up there. So I'm surprised no one was up there with me. We even had some south of the location, but Hugo and Snorlax getting quite close indeed. So well done to them. As for the Bhutans, I managed to pick up quite a few points there because I actually kind of went right in the right location both times. But looks like Len has picked up an insane guess here. It looks like he must have been within a kilometer. Was he? Let's see. On the man. Yeah, he was 1 kilometer away there in round 5, so that's pretty sick. Yeah, there was the 2 Bhutan rounds, and then it was just up here, and I was the only one to go Poland. Then we had Lithuania and a lot of Estonias. So I wonder why people guessed Estonia so well. Must have just been a vibe thing, and yeah, even a Finland. So well done to everyone. Of course, we're looking at the tops, so it's only makes sense that we have the good guesses there. Okay, so let us get rid of me, and let's go and check out the bottom 2 for the Wooden Spoon Award. Let's see whose guesses were among the worst. So for this Estonia one, we had 2 Canada guesses, and I don't even think they're bad guesses, honestly. That neither of those are bad guesses. It could have easily been there. We had the antenna though, so antenna tends to be more of a European thing, not really found in North America. These Bhutan rounds caused a lot of trouble for our Wooden Spooners. We had 2 Japan guesses for round 4. Oh no, a Japan and a Austria for round 4, and then we swapped over here, and one went for Japan and one went for Bolivia. Okay, in the dry part. Not a terrific guess, I would say, but you know, that's how it happens sometimes. And then we had a correct Peru guess here. And we also had a Puerto Rico guess. Okay, with the white road markings, I can see how that might have caused some confusion. And finally, the Guatemala, we had a Bolivia and an Ecuador, so not too bad. Honestly, these guesses were not too bad at all. It was just a tough seed if you didn't recognize Bhutan with the red number plates. So, and the architecture, of course. So, I think that is it for that, and we'll move on to the interesting photospheres in obscure countries. This one's going to be good fun, I think. So let's jump into it, see if we get any interesting rounds here. Okay, it's loading in. Okay, this is quite nice looking. We're looking down onto a city. We have some kind of advertisement here with an African man, perhaps, or Middle Eastern. We have a river. And we are driving on what appears to be the right-hand side of the road. Yeah, we're driving on the right-hand side of the road here. So I am thinking more about Africa than anything here because it's so tropical. But these apartments, they could just be in a Middle Eastern country too. But yeah, it's very green, so that's what's making me think Africa here. So it's probably, I don't know, it's tough to say. Like, it almost reminds me of Asia as well, that's the thing. I can't really see the road markings. I think that road is not the highest quality, and we are on a river as well. So what am I even thinking here? Could be like Cameroon or something. Is there a river that runs through Cameroon? There is. I wouldn't mind that. I don't know if that's like the appropriate level of greenness. Also, I'm not sure if that fellow fits Cameroon either. Could it be somewhere over here? I'm not sure about that. Could be even Burma, or I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll hedge here, and if it is West Africa, we'll still pick up some points. And it is West Africa, but it's Ivory Coast. So 2 people getting it. That's incredibly impressive. And then it seems like everyone else kind of missed out. I'm at least happy to have gotten the right continent. And really, Cameroon is not that far away, but yeah, should have moved my guess over to West Africa. Okay, next one. Here we have some language. Salio Hapa. We have what appears to be an African man again, and he's wearing maybe a Muslim type of hat. Forget what it's called. And yeah, we're in an alleyway here. Very tightly packed. Kind of reminds me of Zanzibar, if I had to say. Because I know in Zanzibar they don't really have roads, they just have incredibly tightly packed alleyways. So maybe that is where we are. I think the amount of tropicalness would kind of fit. Okay, so what else have we got? We don't really have any language here. Salio Kapa. Maybe that reminds me more of Nigerian, to be honest, though. Now that's tough. She's not wearing a headscarf either. One thing I do know is that in Zanzibar there are a lot of Indians, so I can't see any person here who looks particularly Indian. We have a front license plate. It's white, and we kind of have a flag there. Okay, we've got 16 seconds left. So am I going to change it based on this language? I don't think I am. I think I am just going to go for like downtown Zanzibar here, but it could just be Nigeria. So let's see if I'm right. Okay, 1.1 kilometers away. Very pleased with that indeed. It seems like a bunch of people have gotten it, and Sorry Maker is on 9,999 points, so that's incredibly impressive. Lenny seems to have gotten it correct as well, so well done. But one kilometer away, I'm very pleased with for this map. Okay, we are on a boat, and we do have a flag here. Appears to be the Burmese flag, I think, so you can see the yellow, green, and red with probably the white star there. So that really helps things out. We are in a big lake, and I think we have... Yeah, we're in a lake, at least, like... Yeah, we appear to be, because I think there's land on every side of us here, so... That can certainly work out for us. Probably... I don't know. It feels fairly, green to me. Could we be in this lake? I'm not really sure. It feels fairly rural, so maybe I'll hedge, go here, kind of hedge it and see if we can get the best of both worlds, because it could be north and it could be south here. That's my thought. Maybe we are closer to the coast, though. Now that I'm thinking of it, we're probably closer to the coast, just because of the way it looks. It's very flat, and I think it gets a bit more mountainous up here, perhaps. So I think we might be in this kind of delta area, if that's the right word. So I'm going to guess there. And yeah, we are in the delta area, so that moves me into the top 3. I'm pleased with that. And really nice guesses here. So let's move on to the next. Okay, we have a white car here. Not really going to help us, because it's just a photosphere. But we should have some language. Okay, so we've got Arabic. And I don't think we have anything else. And we have a yellow and black curb. That's very interesting. And some mountains. I don't know why, but I'm thinking Oman initially here. We have a lot of American cars. This is a lot of American cars. So maybe it's Iraq? I don't know where they would have so many American cars and why they would. That is a curious thing. Okay, so let me get in here and find somewhere that's mountainous enough. So Iraq does have some mountains, so we could be in the north, somewhere over there. That would kind of make sense with the amount of greenery we have as well, maybe. If we're up near Kurdistan or something like that. Alternatively, Afghanistan kind of makes sense as well, I think. In fact, that is more what I'm thinking, because it also kind of looks like a Chinese rural round as well. So I think we might be in Kabul or something. Pakistan's also possible, less likely, I feel like. But all these American cars are really curious to me. So, yep, I think it's going to be Afghanistan. Could be somewhere over here as well. Let's guess. And, okay, it was in Saudi Arabia. So I'm surprised that Saudi Arabia had so many American cars. Yeah, again, the correct country from Sorry Maker there. Yeah, Len the Man pulling some nice points as well. I was a bit further away. Would have been better off in Iraq, after all. But here we have the final round. And, okay, we're in some kind of mall. We do have a lot of Arabic here. Let's see what clues we have. Seems to be kind of bilingual. We have English and Arabic here. And do we have any concrete clues? So obviously I'm thinking Dubai off the bat, but it could be Qatar or something like that as well. It doesn't... Okay, we almost have probably... That sign probably has the clue that we need on it, but I can't make it out. But I'm surprised we don't have a flag or anything to get us all the way. Oh, you can see the tripod here. That's interesting. No flag or anything? No. So we've got 40 seconds left here. Live to the edge. Okay, they've got the Pizza Hut. They have Pepsi. Yes. Oh, ice cream specialties. Yeah. Belgium? Scoop of Belgium? Okay. It does remind me of my time in Qatar, but I just have to say Dubai's got to be more likely, doesn't it? So, let's go in for Dubai. Where's the airport? So, airport. Let's say we're in the airport. I'll be happy with that. I think that's got to be somewhere near there. And if it's not, well, you know, it's probably in Qatar, and we'll probably get some points at least. Okay, interesting. It's actually in Oman here, was it? Yeah, Oman. Right near the southern border. So actually, we probably end up with about the same amount of points as we would have gotten if we went in Doha. We had a Tehran guess as well. Let's check out how everyone did. So 15,000 I'm very happy with for a map like this. That's actually really, really nice. Let us see how everyone did. So we had 37 people play this week. Thanks everyone for playing along. It's really nice. And let us check out how the top 5 did. I think that's going to be the least cluttered way of doing things here. Actually, we had a lot of people getting Zanzibar correct, so well done to everyone who did. Yeah, let's check out that top 5. So, the first one, which we had in Ivory Coast, we had an Iraq guess. To me and Len going in Cameroon. And yeah, we had 2 people getting it correct, which is very impressive. Maybe some people familiar with that area of the world. For this Oman guess, Len the Man got it correct. Now, I'm really curious about how he managed to do that. You should say in the comments, Lenny, what the clue was to get there. But we had an Iran guess, a Qatar guess, a Dubai guess, and an Iraq guess. So everyone all around the capitals of the Middle East here. I'm surprised no one else went Dubai with me, but yeah, Doha was my other thought because I have stopped over there once. As for the Burma one, yep, 4 of us getting in the right area, and Len also close, but I couldn't help but notice that there was land all the way around. So I don't think that guess quite fitted. And then the Saudi Arabia one, yeah, was quite a tough one. Obviously, I was all the way over in Afghanistan. My logic was that there were so many American cars there, but yeah. So we even had an Oman guess, a Jordan guess, and an Iran guess for that. So that is it. Oh yeah, and then of course we all got Zanzibar. So there you go. Wow. Yeah, I should have gone right in here. That would have been a much better guess. But really impressive stuff from a lot of players here. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining in. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Do tell me in the comments what maps you would like to see made, and I'll be posting during the week the updating to the standings. And yeah, it's just great to have so many people playing along these days. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. So thanks very much for watching.